Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna do a upgrade on my Moodle server. I don't do this every day, so and I've had some issues with my quality in terms of my streaming and things like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a go one more time here. Feel free to shoot me any questions in the chat if you'd like. But let me go ahead and get started and then see how it goes. Alright, so first off here, I'm on my server. I'm going to go ahead and check my log file here, see if anybody's on. Looks like the last person to log in was 18 minutes ago. I think Steve finished up the exam. I hope Steve finished up the exam. Because we're about to put this guy in maintenance mode and get going. So Moodle does a pretty good job with the documentation in terms of the upgrade process. I recommend that you follow it to the T. And so let's go ahead and see. So I think we are good to go in terms of our requirements here for Moodle 3.2. It says before upgrading, advise you to upgrade a copy of your site first. I'm not going to do that. It says backup important data. So let's go ahead and do that. So I connect into my Moodle server here. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring the server down. So we're going to go ahead and power off the server. Require a password here. Alright, that's fine. Go back to my home screen. And let me connect into the mothership here for a second. And I'm going to just quick take a snapshot. That's going to serve as my backpack or my backup in case anything goes wrong here. I'm going to go ahead and, alright, so first off, let's get into the host machine. And so Moodle is down, but Moodle clone and Moodle 3 are running. Let me go ahead and we got more than a couple machines running there. So the Moodle site is down. So let's go ahead and run history, grep for Moodle. Alright, and so virtual shell, snapshot, create as Moodle 2017 January, what's the date? 29th. January 29th. Oh. And again, that's really just in case something goes wrong. I can always revert it back to previous state. So let's go ahead and get that created. Alright, so that's running. Site restarted. All right. So whatever your backup strategy is, go ahead and execute that before you go through this particular process. That's probably a good idea. Just did a simple snapshot to make sure that if something does go wrong here, I can always revert back Now, I have had some issues with Moodle 3.2, so that's one of the reasons that I want to go through with the upgrade, as well as they keep emailing me and tell me there's some security and patch fixes and things like that associated with it. So I'm having problems with the rendering of graphs. So I'll just kind of show you what's going on here before we go through the upgrade, and then hopefully this will actually be fixed. So when you go to the statistics report on your site, I'll just say 6 months, and you click on view, what it should do is it should render a graph along the top here and then give you this statistical information. So the new graphing engine was working, but is not currently working. So I'm hopeful that this upgrade will in fact clear that issue up for me. So we'll come back and check that out after we go through the upgrade here. So all right. So I've already done a plugin upgrade, kind of a plugin update. I'll show you that though. So if you go to your plugins, overview, and then what you're going to want to do is check for available updates. See, I just did a check tonight, so it doesn't come back with any needed updates. So there's no plugins that require attention here. There are a few themes that aren't installed, but generally speaking, all my plugins are current. So that's something that you'd want to do and go through and upgrade your plugins before you actually update the site. So I've already taken care of that. So we got our plugin updates. Okay. So it says put your site into maintenance mode. Mm-hmm. So hopefully nobody's on the site right now. All right. So administration, site administration, server, and then maintenance mode. All right, site administration, site administration. All right, where are we going? Server. There we go, and maintenance mode. So this will lock out logins for everyone except the admin users, so I'll enable that. And there you see I've got a little text message there that just tells users that it's in maintenance for upgrade. So whatever you want to put in there, but just gives people an idea about what's going on. So we are in maintenance mode. Come back to our docs here. It says install the new Moodle software. So let's reconnect to the Moodle server here. All right. Go up to root. And I'm going to go ahead and make a directory, a couple directories here. So I'll make a directory for, let's say 29 January Moodle. And then we'll also make a directory called 29 January back. That's going to be our backup directory. All right. So let's change directories into 29 January Moodle. And then we're going to go ahead and run this command. See if I can get my clipboard working. Maybe, maybe not. Whoops, need the whole command. Let's copy that text. Come back in here. Paste in our clipboard text. And let's see how that works. All right, awesome. There's our file. Let's go ahead and extract that. Now we got a directory called Moodle, and if we look at the contents of the Moodle directory, There's our Moodle source. All right, so we got that. It says move your old Moodle software program files to another location. Do not copy the files over the new ones. All right, easy enough. All right, so let's do it. I'll change directories to my Moodle directory. So here's my current Moodle site, and we're going to go ahead and move everything in here. So move /star to root 29 January back. That's what we want. All right. Now everything's gone. And we're gonna copy from root recursive and force. So copy from root 29 January Moodle, and then the Moodle directory, everything to the current directory. I'm not going to do a move here. I think that affected my permissions last time I did it as a move. Oh, sorry, /. I'm doing ls, and let me just check the permissions on one of these directories here. Make sure the Apache user has access to the directory, and it does. All right, so that's all taken care of. And they want us to copy the config.php back to the new directory. Okay, so we're going to copy root 29 back config.php to the current directory. All right, that's done. Now we got to take care of all the plugin issues. All right, so let's do a history, and then we're going to grep for copy here. So copy -pr, and then the directory. Okay, so tmux ls. Okay, don't have any servers. tmux new session Moodle. All right. No. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do here is come back over to this window, and let's just do a ls, and then let's do an watch. No, let's do this. So we're just going to do a ls on our block directory. All right, now I'm going to come over here, and if we do an ls on, actually, I think I'm going to split that window one more time. Up at the top here, I'm just going to say watch ls blocks. Is that going to give us everything? Not quite. All right. So ls on blocks. Trying to figure out the best way to do this, but all right, we're going to try that. All right, so now what we're looking at is And actually over here on the right, I have to come out here and list the contents of my backup. So root 29 January back blocks. So these are all the blocks that I had in the old, and I need to bring them all back into the new. So history, grep copy, make sure I get the syntax right. So copy minus PR for root 29 back, and then blocks, and then attendance. With the attendance block, I'm going to copy that to var ww HTML blocks. I think that's right. And if we do an ls on blocks, attendance should be there. Alright, so attendance is there. Badges, blog, blog recent, blog tag, calendar, calendar upcoming, catalog. Okay, so we can do the same thing for catalog. And alright, so we got catalog, comments, community, completion status, course list, course overview, course summary, feedback, FN mentor. Alright. This gets to be kind of tedious, to be completely honest. You just kind of got to go through and copy over all of your block information. I really ought to just script this, just use a diff, but I don't do it enough to inspire me in such a way. Grade me, glossary random, grade me, index, login, LP, mentees, messages, Microsoft. Net hosts, MyProbe, navigation, news items, online users, participants, private files, progress. Need that one. That's a big one. Progress. Alright, quiz results, recent activity, RSS client, search forum, section links, self-completion settings, sharing cart. I use that very often, but sharing cart. Let's see, what else do we have here? Site menu, social activities, tag, flickers, tags, YouTube, tests, upgrade, XP. XP is going to be our last one here in the blocks. Come over here. Badges. Ooh, let's see. Blocks, blog, cache, calendar, competency, completion, data format, role, air, files, filter, grade, install. Well, let's check question. See if there's anything that needs to be done there. I'm gonna go over here and actually clear my screen, bring it to the top. Alright, so other things, let's see. Anything missing there? No, that all looks good. Alright. What about... Let's see. What else am I missing? Let's take a look at the themes. Oh, I'm in the wrong directory. Darn it. I need to just change this into my backup here. Let's do that. So cd root alright, so excuse me. Gotta bring up aardvark then. Copy minus PR root 29. Whoops. Ugly. Alright, we got aardvark. What else do we need? Adaptable. I'm really only using boost these days, so I'm not sure I really needed to do that, but alright. Themes are there. Let's do a history. And then let's check on CP here. Blocks, analytic graphs, we get all that. Ooh, I might not have. So blocks, mod. Alright. Let me do blocks one more time. Let's compare. Oh, forgot the analytic graphs. That could have been ugly. Yeah, mental note. Script this, Ralph. Configurable reports. Man. Of course list, course overview, course review. Alright, quiz results, ranking. Alright, I think we're good. Moodle. Did I say Noodle? This Moodle is a learning management system, an open source learning management system. Cool. So, yeah. Sorry, your question. So this is just the upgrade process. So I'm sort of following the documentations, going through and upgrading my server. And it's used by millions of students around the world. So I thought I'd just, since I've gone through this upgrade a few times, I thought I'd just stream it. So that's what's going on. Sorry I didn't see your question right away. But that's what I'm doing. So this is sort of the boring part of the upgrade process here. I go through and copy over a bunch of information. For my different plugins for my app, so it's Moodle, not Noodle, but this isn't the most exciting stream that I'll ever do in my life. Gets a little bit tedious here. But I'm just manually copying over all my. Alright, assign assignment, need my attendance. Need my big blue button. Book, need certificate. Alright, I need my chat. Oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, darn it. Chat's in both of them. Hopefully that didn't blow up my upgrade here. That was a mistake. Chat. Good thing -I is the default for copy if you're the root user on a Red Hat or Fedora based system. I'm glad it prompted me there. That could have been ugly. Alright, so chat, checklist. Choice, data, feedback, folder, forum, game. Yeah, I really gotta script this. Glossary, hotpot. I got new mail. Questionnaire. Quiz game. Recordings. resource SCORM subcourse. Oh, it's a lot of plugins. Survey, URL, wiki, workshop. I think I got them all. If not, we'll find out soon enough. Alright, I did my blocks, I did my mods, did question, did my themes. Let's go over to the website, let's go back to documentation. So where we're at here, we installed the new Moodle software, standard install package, copied over all of our plugins. Alright. These should be all good. Take your site out of administrative mode, back to site administration. Alright. Server, maintenance mode. Taking it out. Go back into site administration here. Get an overview of our plugins here. This should give me an idea about what I forgot to copy over. So if you kind of take a look here, if there's anything missing from the database, it should typically show up on here. Or I shouldn't say missing from the database, but in the database and missing from your directories. Just kind of scroll through here. I'll show you when we get down to the bottom. There's a couple themes that I had installed previously, but no longer have installed. As you can see down here where it says the BCU theme and the essential theme and the squared theme, and those are missing from disk, but that's sort of by design. Alright, so I think we're good to go. Let me check here. Do this, site administration notifications. Alright, let's take a look here. It says we're going to go through the upgrade. Continue. So this screen should give you any issues with PHP or anything like that. I already checked that before. Continue. I meet all the minimum requirements. Get a little green bar down there on the bottom. It's going to upgrade the Moodle database. Got a couple blocks, the SCORM package and the Microsoft block. No, neither of those two I actually use on my site. Alright, so here's where we're seeing our missing. Okay. So this is where we go back and we fix these issues. So right here we have from the question types, we have combined. Alright, so let's go check our questions here. Should be easy enough. And we'll list on question. Come over here. List on question. Oops. And we'll check for what we're missing here. And get them copied over. So copy -pr root, today's backup, question, and don't really see anything. Templates test. Huh. I don't see anything in this particular directory. Let's see. LS on classes. So combined. So let's just try to find it. Find root 29 January back name. All right, it's under question type. So under type, what are we missing? We got calculated, combined. As you can see, this is just a, this gets to be a little bit tedious, as I mentioned. All right. Multi-answer, multi-choice, numerical. We did that right. Ooh. All right, and then we got P match. I think that's it. Alright, so we got those taken care of. Now, question import, export formats, hotpot. So back over here. Format. Looks like hotpot. It's the only one I'm missing. So we're gonna go ahead and add that one. index filters. OEM bed. Back over here. All right. So find // name OEMB. Alright, so that's in the filter directory. Okay. Copy. Looks good. Alright. All that taken care of. Authentication methods, Google Auth, and OIDC. It's a problem with having too many plugins, especially ones you don't use, installed on your server, is that it slows down the upgrade process significantly. What was the name of that other one? OIDC. All right. Overview stats in reports. Overview stats. So basically, you got to go through and check all of this. So missing. So we got overview stats. Now we got our grade distribution in the grade book. That's not it. Gradebook report. Okay. So I suppose that's the grade distribution. All right. Alright, not gonna worry about the themes. But I do have to get that Office 365 repository. Repository, alright. a few more plugins. Office 365, Get Key, and VM Chat. So I assume these would be in the... Where would they be? VM Chat. Find./name VM Chat. They are in local. All right. And Get Key. Sorry, this is kind of a boring. This isn't the world's most exciting stream ever. Alright, so I think I did everything that I wanted to do. So the next thing I want to do is just I'll reload this, and it's going to go back and recheck all of the plugins. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the Moodle database now. Cross your fingers. Hope we didn't blow everything up here. Ah, there we go. Now, go back and check to see if it fixed my issues with the graphing engine. So really, if you follow the documentation on Moodle's website, you should not have any major issues with the upgrade process. So we're up to date. Cool. I'm just going to site administration. Let's see if we're actually able to draw some graphs now. If not, I'll have to investigate further. So I'll go to statistics, run a statistical report here for a year. Come on. Oh, still not rendering. So I am up to date, but I am still having some issues with the graphing engine for Moodle. Kind of a bummer. But, oh well. Well, I didn't further break anything, so that's a good thing. Let's go out here and check to make sure that my classes are rendering correctly. And I'll have to continue to figure out what's going on. See if my analytical graphs are in fact working. This wasn't broken before I did the upgrade, so hopefully these will still render okay. Come on. These always take a long time to render in a large class where it's got to do a fair amount of calculation before it finishes off, so we're gonna wait, let that finish, cross our fingers. Guess that's it. Nothing's cached. New version of the server. I'm tired of looking at a white screen. Let me poke around and make sure things are still functional. Ah, there we go. So those are rendering okay still, so that looks fine. But still having some issues with my graphing, and I'll have to continue to look at that. Anyway, that's the upgrade process. Again, Moodle does a nice job with the documentation. Just follow it. I've gone through that process multiple times on multiple servers. Never really had any major issues with it. Again, I sped things up a little bit, so make sure when you do it, you follow the documentation closely, and hopefully that gives you a little bit of confidence for going through the process, but it is pretty straightforward. All right, well, end of the stream. Take it easy, guys. Have a great night.